Give the feed a second to load, but I'm going to go over today's energies as well as tomorrow's. I want to talk a little bit about the things that we have going on. I'm also going to do cards. I brought a couple of different decks. I'll show you them in a minute. Just give me a minute to find this video and get it set up. If you're going to want a card, just go ahead and drop a comment or your name. Give me a moment to find it. If you're just logging on, take a second to share this out too. I always need you guys to, for sure, give this a share. When you guys do that, you get more cards. I see you more. It usually activates like the top fan badges on this page. So for sure, share this out. All right, I'm about to get started. We have some kind of big energy right now. You know, some people are feeling it, some people aren't, but we do have, just to start with, a new moon in Aquarius tonight where I am, and this is really a powerful new beginning. This is also the first new moon of the decade, and it's really powerful for manifesting. We've had a lot of energy kind of coming in and changing the planet lately, and this energy is all about getting creative, using it, manifestation, things like that, healing, right? Things like that, really powerful energies though. So this is a powerful time for starting a new beginning. Tomorrow we're going to go through a big shift as well. It is actually a galactic porthole activation day. It's one of the 52, porthole days in the Mayan calendar, and it's going to be a really powerful energy. So we're going to expect to go through a really big shift tomorrow. It is the red lunar Earth Day energy, and it's an amazing time to be connecting with the Earth. This is where we have a lot of cosmic energies that are merging with Earth energies, and it's a powerful time for receiving downloads, information, more cosmic knowledge, things like that. And we're going to go through a really big upgrade with those energies. This is also not just a time to be connecting with the Earth, but to be connecting with the galactic heart as well. So a lot of you guys have been feeling a lot of kind of changes with the heart chakra, a lot of expansion going on, maybe releasing, clearing, letting things go. And we've been doing a lot of that the past few years, and we're ready to kind of vibrate a lot higher. We're able to kind of hold more and more of this energy. So we're seeing more and more of this energy streaming into us, usually in the form of waves. We're going to go through a lot of upgrades the next several months. This particular porthole tomorrow is meant to be kind of taking us deeper within ourselves. This is all about who you are becoming. Nothing else matters. The material garbage you lose when you die. This is all about, who you're growing into on a spiritual and kind of soul level, and who you're becoming. You've had a lot of time to kind of find out who you are personality-wise, what you like, what you're into, what you resonate with, what you don't resonate with, and you really should be kind of coming back to yourselves at this point. So this gateway is going to be really powerful for activating things within ourselves. It is going to assist us in activating our inner healer. A lot of us coming back to ourselves is remembering and awakening to that we're here for something much bigger than ourselves during this time. So this gateway goes really good with all of this Aquarius energy, which is all about service, missions, kind of finding ourselves through serving others. All right, I'm going to get started with some cards. I brought a couple decks. I'll see what I get to. I brought Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and I brought a Dream Oracle deck. So I'll just be kind of using these. My link is above. A lot of people are noticing the energies are changing, and we have to evolve and change with them, right? We're going to have to be letting go of the things weighing us down. For sure. So we're going to have a huge kind of emphasis on the heart chakra as we're kind of wrapping this week up and going through this gateway as well. A lot of you guys have been doing a lot of healing with that chakra, and we're going to continue to as well. Make sure you guys share this out if you're just finding me. Let's see. Lori Martin, good morning. Weird cards. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility, conscious attention. And this is where we're all at. We're still getting kind of training and assimilating a lot of knowledge and waking up, which can be a very disorienting process. But we are, like I said, coming back to ourselves and, knowing that we are meant to be kind of contributing to the collective in some way. That we all kind of have different abilities and gifts and things we're good at and things we're creating that could be really beautiful and could really contribute to this collective that we're kind of experiencing as well as reshaping right now. You know, sometimes when we're working on ourselves and fixing our own reality, that is the most powerful contribution to the collective that we can be making. Latoya Jordan. Love it. The Camel. Small steps and asking for help. Have patience. I put an energy report up on my site this morning saying that we're seeing that we have a lot of work ahead of us and the things we need to work on and change, but have patience with the process while we're getting more and more insight. This is not something done in one day. We're not going to, heal and do this all. So this is a gradual process that we're all kind of going through and experiencing. Have patience with where it's leading you. Dakota Dustin. The Horse King. Assistance and control. Let go of anything that you think you can control. This is really about us responding to things. And we always have this fear like we're going to go back in our past or experience traumas or things we didn't like again. And that's where a lot of our fear comes from. Just know that the energies have shifted and changed so much on this planet that it is impossible. We're being surrounded in love now. We're being kind of pushed forward in this kind of path of healing. So really let go of the need to control things. Just kind of go with the flow. All we can do is ever respond to things as they come the best we can. But when we kind of get into this spiritual path and we begin to, get a lot of spiritual knowledge, that will help us in how we respond to things. All right, Anne Marley. The Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. We're working for good karma. I like this card too. It has lots of rainbows. We're basically supposed to be working here for good karma at a certain point and assisting and serving the collective. It's going to be a huge reoccurring theme as we're navigating Aquarius season, right? Planting seeds. Here to serve, here to assist the collective in some type of way. Things to think about. Andrea Watts. The Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention, detachment. You guys might be feeling really detached during Aquarius season, maybe even during Capricorn season, where you're just feeling a pull to spend more time alone, more time with your thoughts, more time going within. For sure, we're having things really activated within our third eye with these energies. A lot of you guys are having crazy dreams, feeling a pull to just, unplug, chill alone, restore your energy. That is all normal going through these kind of ascension shifts. We really are here to get to know ourselves, so the more time that we can spend alone, the better it is to be alone with our thoughts, to kind of understand ourselves. We really are here to get to know ourselves on every level. Lola Denkins. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. And I like this card for a lot of reasons because we are kind of turning from that carbon base to a crystalline diamond one. So I really like it. For sure, keep on focus, stay focused on your manifesting, what it is. When we follow our bliss, that's how we attract true abundance as well, right? A lot of people are like, oh, my job, and they're real miserable and low vibe about it. And then it tends to kind of kill our energy. So the more high vibe that we can stay, the more that we're following our bliss, our passion, the better we're gonna do at it, because it's what gives us that charge, that excitement. Seren, the Phoenix. This is where the whole planet is at, right? We've been rising out of the ashes time and time again, but this is really where we're all at as well. Resurrection, surrender to change, and we're going through a huge resurrection right now. I swear, you guys will be feeling a lot better coming up in the next couple of months as we're kind of entering spring and summer. We've been shedding a lot of heavy stuff, not just on an individual level, but kind of on a collective level as well. So it's been a lot of energies. Swear, you're meant to rise up from the ashes. We all kind of have our own story going on, our own journey. It's like a movie. Your life is more like a movie, but we're meant to kind of rise up out of the situations that we're in, for sure. Become the hero again. Tamara Bahar. The prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. Third dimensional consciousness is all about lack. We see a lot of illness, separation, poverty, things like that. We're meant to transcend that. We're meant to kind of ascend back into a fifth dimensional consciousness where we're living in abundance and gratitude and having everything that we need. A lot of times we're our biggest enemy. We don't realize it, right? A lot of times it's our thinking patterns, and it can get really easy to get in these mindsets. I know all about it, right? To get in these mindsets where you're like checking your bank account and you're like, oh my God, I'm broke. But the more we're reinforcing it, the worse it is for us, because whatever we're focusing on, we're attracting more and more of that as well. We have a lot of reprogramming work to do when we wake up. That's why you guys are being led to these videos and these places, because you are learning. So it takes a lot of internal work. For sure, try to stay positive about how you're viewing money and your relationship with it. They taught us money was evil. It was bad, right? We have so many sayings about it. Maybe it's the intentions behind it or the things that are happening behind it, things like that. It never was meant to be. It was meant to be kind of an equal exchange, an energetic exchange for our work. Things like that. For sure, change how you're viewing it though, and you'll attract more money to you. This stuff works. I'm out of space where I'm trying to think about what I want to create for 2020. I did a lot of really epic stuff last year, and I'm sitting here with this blank space kind of thinking about where I'm going this year. And this stuff is very powerful. It not only will transform your whole life, it can just, rearrange everything that you're attracting to you. Let's see, Kelly Martin Wright. The Dream Walker, dreams, the collective good, illusions. I like to think of dream walking as an ability, so I really like this card, and I'm kind of in a dream theme, if you didn't notice, just because of the energies this week. I've been doing dream cards the past couple of days, and I thought I'd continue with that theme of, hidden realms. A lot of times when we're going through these energy shifts, it's very easy to access the other realms. Many dimensions surround us. And so, sometimes when we're going through this, that kind of barriers are kind of gone with all of this. Pay attention to your dreams. You're traveling. A lot of you guys are beginning to travel in your sleep, and a lot of you guys are becoming aware of that as well. Let's see. Christy Klein Hughes, the Altar Priestess. Preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. A lot of you guys are waking up to who you really are underneath this. That's part of the fun. It's part of the reveal. We're going to see some more mind-blowing reveals coming in your story as well, as we're preparing for possibly a solar flash of sorts. We can talk about where we're headed with this, right? So we're going to see many more plot twists and things unexpected come into, all of our realities, for sure. But you're getting back to who you were. There's a pull to the spiritual for a reason. This is your calling. We have had many, many lifetimes in very spiritual places as well, and these are the abilities and the gifts that we're bringing back to work with. For sure, you're remembering. Let's see, Angelica Grant. I love it. Angelica, the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligent cause and effect. And your life is not random. Everyone just thinks it's random. Think about how much structure and organization had to go into your life plan to lead you where you've come and how far you've come. Trust the synchronicities. You're being divinely guided by the universe. You have guides, right? We have so much help in the unseen. Angels, for sure, ask for more help. Prayer is powerful. It literally is like your telepathic connection to the universe. And you wouldn't believe how probably every one of your lessons was one of your prayers answered at one point. I know we tend to learn and outgrow situations and need new things as we're going about this journey, but that is very powerful. Make sure you're asking for more help. Nicole Sajasberg, the keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. I like it because it kind of has a lot of air element as well. And we're navigating the air right now. You're for sure in your mind a lot, but these are abilities, right? Sometimes we have to look back, and if you guys have ever gone through some stuff that didn't go so good, come on. If you ever went through some stuff that you didn't really go so good, you manifested that too. And so when we were asleep, we were just really unconscious, disconnected from ourselves. We can talk about fluoride and the haze humanity tends to go through, going to this awakening, right? So for sure, we weren't ourselves. And so that's why we have all this fear that things are going to go like that. We were pretty much fluorided out and asleep. Things are much different now. Trust that you're at a much different place energetically, and as we're going down this path, things should get better and better for us, like better and better. I was getting distracted. I could see orbs flying by. All right, so we have a lot of help in the unseen. The spiritual is more accessible. These gateways are really powerful. They bring us the things that we need, our manifestations. We have a lot of spiritual energies around us, so it really does kind of amplify the things around us. Jessica Waters. Love it. The Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. How are you blocking love in your own life? Let's talk about these boundaries and barriers we put up to protect ourselves and make ourselves feel safe. Those are the blockages with our heart chakra, things that we need to get past. If we get defensive, triggered, these are areas that we need to work on and heal. That's why we tend to see we get a lot of the same triggers. Maybe the same situations playing out to see if we're responding differently, things like that. More heart chakra healing, I swear. And people are like, okay, we did enough of that. No, we're just getting started, right? That is a porthole to our past lives. And if you want to go really deep with consciousness, there's a lot happening collective and a lot of healing that will continue to kind of occur, especially with the heart chakra. Okay. Jessica Neithenheimer. The Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shifts. And you need to expect the unexpected. At any point in time, you could get a really beautiful plot twist that could completely transform and change your situation. Things we should be expecting for sure. So we're kind of in between worlds, I'm always saying. We're kind of waking up and becoming kind of removed from, you know, the third dimensional paradigm, we'll say, and we're working towards the fifth dimension. And so we're kind of like in between spaces as well. Stay patient with where we are. Alice Gomes, love it. The Winged Wise Ones, angelic help, miraculous aid. It can be hard to tell where these downloads are coming from, but for sure you have a lot of angels around you, right? Angels, interdimensional energies. But, you know, our angels would have so much love for us. They would have deep connections, and they would go way past just this life. You're being guided, you're being protected. Just start to listen to that advice as well. These are abilities too, you know, communicating with the angels. For sure, you should be looking at more light language too in your life. Tamar Bahar. The Eagle King, a big picture, angelic help, sync, more angels. For sure, we have a theme of angels, right? We have a theme of the Mayan calendar this week. We have kind of an angelic theme as well. For sure, ask your angels for more help, pray more. It's so powerful. Our prayers can literally move mountains, entire universes together. Let's see. Ruth. A wise woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise, and we're bringing back a lot of past life knowledge now. The things that you're drawn to, everyone just thinks it's random, especially when we're all kind of on Facebook, right? We're using Facebook, seeing different things. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if it's online, in person. Everything that every person is seeing is just for them. That is your lessons, right? Your world as you know it when you're going to work, the things you're seeing and everything around you, it's just for you, I swear. And we're always just kind of viewing the universe, which is a big mirror of whatever's going on usually, or the things we're putting frequencies out for. So for sure, the things that we're drawn to, these are past life understandings coming back to us, our knowledge, our knowings. Sometimes you guys are into these weird topics, right? You're kind of getting pulled into like past life kind of Akashic areas without realizing it sometimes when you're just drawn to like past places. Kelly Sampson. The Queen of Light. Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration, and that's where we're all headed, that we're kind of on this path of enlightenment. And I like to think that maybe only very spiritual groups of people would have worked towards enlightenment in a lot of previous incarnations, and here we are trying to do it with an entire kind of collective all at once. So there's a lot kind of happening all at once. I'm excited to tell you guys space weather is starting to catch up, and there's a lot of science suddenly starting to catch up and look at these waves of energy coming in and the things happening to the planet, where suddenly hitting 2020, these things are hard to ignore anymore. So for a while, people are kind of ignoring the things that are happening, and a lot is kind of coming out all at once. We're seeing also like UFOs. I've seen so many articles this week and just hitting different news places, like we literally had UFOs in the Middle East, in Iran, where they've been having a lot of issues, we'll say, and in Jerusalem. And I always think that a lot of these, you know, sightings of UFOs are to kind of show humanity, like it's kind of like meant to be a wake-up call or concern with things as they're kind of unfolding on this planet, because we're kind of going through a lot and there's concerns about the things happening. But we're seeing a lot of this kind of stuff come out more and more kind of in the mainstream news sources, where they're beginning to kind of catch up as well. Gina Rodriguez Davila. The cosmos, creativity and vastness. And, you know, I like to gather star seeds, I suppose, right? So you are a star seed. That's probably why you're drawn to this stuff. Cosmic information, cosmic knowledge. For sure, when I'm going through these gateways, and that's what we're going to do today, I like to do a lot of healing work, number one. I'm always healing. I like to be of service. I like to work in these energies because it's a beautiful energy to use for healing, for meditation. I always make sure my house is really clean and I'm ready for the shift, right? You guys should be like cleaning your space, maybe saging, use a Palo Santo. For sure, daydreaming right now. This is like the next 72 hours, the most powerful space just for daydreaming, especially if you guys are at work, right? Or like doing stuff. If you guys have real life stuff to do, daydream now. Like, don't feel like you're not doing anything. We can always put out good vibrations. Think about what you want to do, places you want to see. Do you want to go on an adventure for 2020 or stay in the same box? At least daydream about it. That's how we're going to dream up a new collective. So more daydreaming, more healing. You guys know I'm around too. If you resonate with this, you can just go see my site. I put another event on this page too. Excited about that. I'm going to be doing some in-person events if you are in the UK too. This summer we're going to do a couple little meetups at Avebury Rock Circle I'm excited about. So I'll be putting some different events up too. Alicia Alavaz. The Ice Queen, ideas, preserved, monetization, entitlement. You're meant to be getting creative right now, I swear. And we kind of get programmed with this savior complex, like someone's coming to save us, whether it's Prince Charming or right, Prince Charming, fairy princess, possibly, you know, heroic governments, things like that. We're always seeing, like in little kid movies, these kind of themes programming us, and this is all about empowerment. This is about us stepping into the role that we're playing and, you know, doing the work ourselves. For sure, work on your solar plexus. You're taking in a lot of these energies and you're sensitive to the frequencies around you. That goes for people's frequencies too. A lot of you guys are having a hard time having those senses come online and being very energy sensitive. Just know these are abilities. You guys can probably read people better. Let's see. Sarah Abbott. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, and withholding. We have a lot of, we'll say, financial issues that are going to kind of be cleared on this planet as well. A big part of that is programming, like I was talking about earlier, and then we have a lot of kind of debt worldwide that I believe is going to be wiped out at some point. A lot of the credit and mortgages and things like that, that there will be some type of reset on whatever level coming. But a lot of this is programming, like I said. We're always expecting to receive. That's a lot of the problem, where people are always asking and wanting things without giving. And we're meant to be in these beautiful flows as humans, right? Like whether we're exchanging energy with another or whatever it is, we're meant to be kind of giving and receiving and in these beautiful flows. And we tend to shut down our flowing in whatever way. You guys know if you like go give something, it will instantly shift not just your vibration, but that person's, like on every level. Like it will really kind of open you up to receive. I believe this, that when they say any money you spend is going to come back to you multiplied 3 times, probably. But people get in these habits of not circulating money, and the way we view it is a huge problem that we're kind of working on. For sure, stay positive, like I said, about how you're viewing things, ways that we can unblock our manifesting. Let's see. Wendy Grilly, of course. The Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. And we're definitely going through a transformation. I saw someone put a post up yesterday on Facebook calling it a transition. And I was like Googling the word because it means to like cross basically dimensions, cross realms, right? So I'm looking at the interesting choices of words being used to describe the events as they are unfolding. And we are seeing a series of events unfold. A lot of people are kind of waiting for that big bang flash, which is probably for sure coming in the very near future, but we're seeing a series of events that are going to continue to play out, especially for the next 12 months, kind of collectively as we're going through this transformation. This isn't negative in any way. We could look at these events and view them as negative, like some of the things happening, but it's all meant to kind of lead us towards a positive outcome with it all. People kind of wake up in different ways, so we do have a lot of, you know, experiences happening kind of all in one place. Alice Gones, the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement, time to let go of the things no longer serving us. Sometimes these are things within ourselves, and that, you know, we're always thinking it's everyone else and the reflection we're getting around us, but sometimes it's our own habits and our own things or thoughts that are blocking us. Pay attention to your thoughts. A lot of people are maybe not feeling so great with some of these energy shifts either, because it can take a lot of energy work to be able to really flow and handle these energies. I know all about it. Some of these waves have been knocking me over, and you guys haven't been seeing me do as many videos, so I'm still trying to learn how to navigate and flow in these energies. It's the reason I kind of do these videos as well. So it can take a lot of internal work to be able to really kind of master flowing in these new energies that are much higher frequency. Pay attention to your thoughts that are arising right now, though. The things you're thinking about, they'll give you a lot of insight as to how you're doing. Let's see. Holly Asper. The Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. We have a big manifesting theme on these kind of galactic portal days too. It really amplifies the manifesting energies. For sure. And that's where we're meant to be at. And I know I talk about this subject a lot, but it's because it's one thing to kind of talk about it and discuss it, and another to practice and kind of master these abilities too. Dakota Dustin. Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Trust your life plan as it's unfolding. We always think we might have messed things up or screwed things up or things didn't go good. Everything is going according to plan. If you have a lot of space, trust that space. Take it for yourself right now. You're really kind of on this healing journey. Let's see. Christine Starseed Marie. The Hungry Ghosts. Obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. Time to let go of things no longer serving you. Sometimes, you know, the things that do serve us, we outgrow on whatever level as we're kind of going through this process. You know, that can go for people around us too. I did a lot of isolating for 2019, so I could really kind of like, you know, work on my energy, go within, kind of step back from things, and it was a really good decision for me. So, you know, sometimes we're feeling a pull to spend more time alone with this awakening too, in whatever regard, so we can kind of have some space. We're going through a lot of activations. I see a lot of people have had to like leave their job, or maybe lost their job, or they're going through these transitions, because sometimes we need a lot of space. We're going through so many activations and upgrades on a very physical level, and we're feeling this energy usually, and so sometimes we need that space to kind of heal and learn and grow. Trust where you're at. We're in the cocoon right again. We're in the cocoon again, I say, because we've had some beautiful glimpses of where we're headed. All right, I'm going to switch decks real quick and do a couple Dream Oracle cards before I wrap it up. Jolene Roadcap. Let's see. Elevator, rise above. And like I said, we're kind of going through this rebirth right now where we're meant to be rising up out of the ashes. Anyone feel like they've been in the fire? We can look around and see whatever's kind of going on externally is probably a reflection of what's going on internally. We could see a lot of outer fires, actual fires occurring. So we did kind of have a theme of that, and we're kind of trying to rise up out of that. Let's see. Hastings Shannon. Flying, arise and see a higher point of view. And I'm here to remind you that we are dreaming. We are dreaming. It's going to become more and more apparent too as we're kind of having a merger occur between dimensions and worlds. So a lot of you guys are tuning into your dreams a little bit better. Maybe just remembering a little more, bringing back glimpses, feelings, kind of just pieces of it more and more. And we're going to be it's going to become more and more apparent that this is an astral dimension. And that when we wake up, we kind of got moved to a different timeline. And here we are learning how to navigate these new dimensions. Time to manifest like we're dreaming. Dee Dee Scott. Falling. Drop into the deep end of your soul. Oh, we're gonna go deep. That's why I like to do these videos. I like to go deep. I had someone say that to me too when I was working with someone, a different type of shaman. They said, oh, you go deep, and I definitely do. This is about going deep within ourselves. That's why we went through so much darkness to get to the light. This was all just kind of a, we'll say, alchemical journey of the soul, and us kind of, you know, exploring, transmuting darkness, finding our light. So we've been going deep, we'll just say, into the soul. It's a soul kind of journey. The soul is vast. That's why we get so many fun experiences, right? The soul is vast. Your soul is vast, for sure. All right. Let's see. Brad Brand. Transition. Like I just said earlier, we're in a transition. And they also say that about when people die. That's why I was really fascinated seeing someone use this word, right? You're transitioning. So we're for sure becoming less and less physical and more spiritual, as in light body. So we are going through a physical transition where we're losing density. We're becoming lighter and lighter. So we're going to begin to vibrate higher and higher as well, being able to tune into more and more of the spiritual, but also kind of putting us out of reach more and more from the physical as well. Release attachments to what was and prepare for what's to come. Time to let go of the past. A lot of old souls like to spend a lot of time there, and also we've taken on a lot of other people's garbage and baggage and pain and how they view us and things like that. Time to release it all, I swear. You guys are headed somewhere amazing, and every time we're looking into the past, we're just bringing those frequencies into our energy field and our timeline. Time to really release it, for sure. Seriously. Let's see, Alyssa Jeff Campbell. Cat. Oh my god, I love it. Take care of yourself. Trust that you do. You'll always land on your feet. You also get to have a Lyrian connection. I like to say my cat here is Lyrian, right? For sure, Lyrian connection. You might even be drawn to ancient Egypt, things like Sekhem, Sekhmet, cat gods. You might be drawn to these things for sure. Let's see, Molly Asperiza, dog, how fun. Be your own best friend. For sure, we're learning how to be a better cheerleader to ourselves. How many times have we torn ourselves down, right, by not having our own back? Like, that happens with relationships, too. Like, if you ever had a really bad relationship, instead of, you know, blaming yourself, you might want to tell yourself, girl, stop getting upset about guys, or, like, you know, give yourself some good advice, cheerleader advice. What would you say to your friend? Usually we give ourselves different internal advice than we would to someone we love. If someone we love was going through something really negative, we'd say, that's not your fault, it's okay. You'll get past this, right? And we'll give this most uplifting advice. But when it comes to ourselves, we're always our biggest critic, right? We're always literally judging ourselves. Like, I think that you didn't do so good at this. This could have gone better. And so we kind of are too hard on ourselves, things that we really need to transcend. For this year, we need to really turn the shine up, like I said. We need to turn up the self-love. Literally, being more supportive, for sure. Let's see, Crystal Marie, mountain, hill. This is your ascension. You are here. You are here, and you're climbing a mountain, literally, stairway to heaven. Reach your goals. It's time to set goals. Everything that I have to think about this. Everything that I tried to manifest, I did. And I mean, a lot of you guys saw me at crop circles last summer. Those are something kind of past my control. They're not always there. So even trying to manifest weird things like that, and I'm always kind of pushing myself with the manifestations. I'm working on manifesting some even crazier things now into my life that I can't wait to later reveal. So I'm really working on a lot all the time when it comes to what do I want to experience or do with my life. A lot of you guys are figuring out that the things that we think about manifest into the physical. So it's really important that we're setting goals. Do you have a bucket list? Things you would want to do? And everyone will say, money, I can't do that. For sure, doesn't matter. Make a bucket list. This is the perfect opportunity to do that too today with a new moon, especially in Aquarius. I always say Aquarius and this energy is here for the starseeds, the galactics, the underdog, and that's all of us. Trust me. So literally, it is here to assist us the most with us. Holly, flower. Pluck the weeds and plant the seeds of your most magnificent expression. And, you know, like I said, we all have something beautiful to contribute to this world. Like, swear, that's why we're here. That when we're even kind of opening up, posting things on Facebook, showing our reality to people, it is helping to inspire people. And these are the seeds of the new that we've been working on building. It's going to really turn into a new collective as well. Let's see. Sandra Kachi. Time to dance. My favorite. Time to dance. Move to the rhythm of your soul. We're meant to be kind of having fun. I know I'm like the worst one to tell everyone about that. But yeah, we're meant to be literally having fun. For sure. You have a serious elemental connection too. You should kind of explore that. Maybe call on the fairies. Work with some fairies. Maybe go look for some. That's how we'll manifest them for sure. Open yourself up to kind of some elemental energies if you haven't already. Maybe you have. Andrea Rose. Box. What is your secret power? People are like, what? Like, superpowers. Let's talk superpowers, because you all have them. And people are like, what? Yes, all people have this capability. And since these energies and frequencies are going up, it's assisting us to better tune in, not just to ourselves, but to the universe. And we're kind of delving in and realizing we have a lot of, you know, abilities and gifts that we also brought with us. Keep working on your third eye. Let's see. Beck Smith. School. We are in school. You guys notice this, right? We're in school. Examine your beliefs about being tested. And we're being tested all the time, every time we level up. For sure, the earth is a school, and we're kind of in school right now because I like to think I teach Ascension doing these videos as well. So for sure, earth is a school, and all of our lessons are experiences that we need. Well, why are we always wanting to save everyone else and do everyone else's lessons? That would be too easy, right? Other people's lessons are probably easier for us because, you know, they're not something we need. And so sometimes when it's our own stuff, it's a lot harder, right? But we can easily go save someone else or assist them, but we're not meant to be. Time to let go of that kind of rescuer complex that we tend to get, right? And time to really focus on your own lessons because they're what our soul really needs to learn and grow and to kind of move on to our next lessons. So it's really important that we're shifting the focus to our own lessons as well this year. Lori Jarkazanini, love it. Chase. Face and embrace the woman in the mirror. More self-love, more heart chakra work. It's our theme as we're kind of navigating these new energies this year. For sure, more heart chakra work. That's how we're really going to glow. A lot of times we're expecting people to like kind of pour love at us without having mastered kind of becoming love and giving it. So, you know, the more that you're putting energy and focus into yourself, the better it's going to, you know, fix your energy and your entire reality is going to improve. We're usually trying to go change our reality, whether it's the people around us, other things, maybe other activities, but we need to really go inward during this time because the more that we work on our own energy, the more it's going to transform everything outside of us, everything around us, because it really is a reflection of where we're at. If we've ever been out of balance, and we all have at some time, then we know things could get chaotic, or maybe things aren't going good, or we're drawing kind of lower frequency experiences. When we're in alignment, we get more synchronicity, more of the things we're manifesting back to us. We're more magnetic. We tend to easier attract things, maybe just higher states of being. All right, I'm going to be getting off of here on that note. I am encouraging some of you guys to come check out my site. Maybe check out an activation, a class. If you guys have not been attuned to Reiki yet, it's a really good place to start to kind of get where you need to be energetically. And I will be back Monday for more cards.